exploring the harrowing journey of Jesus Christ's Passion. In the era of Jesus Christ, the Roman Empire's dominance mingled with Jewish religious traditions, setting a complex stage for his revolutionary teachings. His messages of love, forgiveness, and spiritual kinship challenged the established norms, highlighting the significance of his teachings in promoting a new understanding of human and divine relations. The plot against Jesus unfolded with betrayal at its core, as one of his own disciples, Judas Iscariot, turned against him. This act of treachery led Jesus to the Garden of Gethsemane, where he was arrested, marking the beginning of a series of events that would change history. Following his arrest, Jesus faced trial first before the Jewish Sanhedrin, and then Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor. These trials showcased the collision of religious and political powers, aiming to quell the influence of a man whose teachings were rapidly gaining followers. During the trial, Jesus endured physical and emotional agony, a testament to his resilience and dedication to his mission. Facing false accusations and hostile interrogations, his suffering underscored the depth of human cruelty he was poised to forgive. The scourging of Jesus, a brutal Roman flogging practice, was not just a form of physical torture, but also a method of humiliation. This painful ordeal was a common precursor to crucifixion, intended to weaken and humiliate condemned individuals before their final journey to execution. The mocking of Jesus was a cruel display of humiliation, where a crown of thorns was placed on his head and a purple robe draped around him. This act symbolized mockery of his claim to kingship, inflicting both physical pain and emotional suffering. The soldier's actions were not just a personal attack, but a derisive challenge to his identity and mission. The psychological torment Jesus experienced was profound. Beyond the physical pain, the rejection and humiliation he faced were severe. Being mocked and scorned by those he came to save added a layer of emotional agony that compounded the suffering of his physical injuries. This aspect of his passion highlights the depth of his sacrifice, enduring not just bodily harm, but also the pain of betrayal and isolation. The journey to Golgotha was another episode of immense suffering. Jesus bore the heavy cross, a symbol of shame and punishment, through the streets. The physical strain of carrying such a weight after enduring severe physical abuse showcased his commitment to fulfilling his sacrificial role. This act of carrying the cross has since become a profound symbol of endurance and sacrifice. The crucifixion itself was a method designed for maximum pain and prolonged death. From a medical perspective, it was an excruciating way to die, causing severe respiratory distress, dehydration, and eventual heart failure. The brutality of this execution method highlights the extreme level of suffering Jesus endured on the cross, a testament to the depth of his sacrifice for humanity. The physiological effects of crucifixion are harrowing. The position of the body would have made breathing increasingly difficult, leading to a slow and agonizing death. This physical torment was compounded by dehydration, blood loss, and shock. Understanding these effects sheds light on the immense physical suffering Jesus endured, underscoring the profound nature of his sacrifice for mankind. Jesus' final moments on the cross were marked by profound utterances, encapsulating forgiveness, despair, and ultimately surrender to divine will. These words have since echoed through centuries, offering deep theological insights and personal solace. The onset of darkness and the tearing of the temple veil at Jesus' death were laden with symbolism. This dramatic occurrence signified the end of the Old Covenant and the ushering in of a new era of direct access to God. Ensuring Jesus' death, a Roman soldier pierced his side with a spear, a brutal confirmation of his mortality. This act, fulfilling Old Testament prophecies, further authenticated the historical and divine narrative of Jesus' life and death. The immediate aftermath of Jesus' death was a mixture of disbelief, mourning and fear among the crowd and his followers. This moment of collective shock and grief would soon transform into the foundation of a new faith. The burial of Jesus followed Jewish customs, yet carried unique significance. His entombment in a new tomb underscored the purity of his sacrifice, while the role of women highlighted their integral presence in his ministry and early Christian communities. In the somber narrative of Jesus' crucifixion and death, women played a pivotal role, showcasing immense courage and devotion. They were instrumental in the care and mourning for Jesus, embodying the compassionate spirit of his teachings. Their presence at the tomb, ready to anoint his body, speaks volumes about their unwavering faith and love, highlighting their significant yet often understated role in the early Christian community. The theological implications of Jesus' suffering and death are profound, offering a cornerstone for Christian faith. His sacrifice is seen as the ultimate act of love and redemption, opening the path to salvation for all believers. This narrative not only underscores the depth of Jesus' compassion, but also emphasizes the transformative power of sacrifice, challenging followers to reflect on the meaning of true selflessness and forgiveness in their lives. The impact of Jesus' death resonated deeply within early Christian communities, serving as a catalyst for the spread of Christianity throughout the Roman Empire and beyond. This event galvanized his followers, transforming their grief into a resilient proclamation of the gospel. Their testament laid the foundations for a faith that would grow to encompass the world, driven by the message of hope and eternal life promised through Jesus' sacrifice. Reflections on Jesus' enduring message of hope and salvation continue to inspire millions worldwide. His willingness to endure such suffering for humanity's sake offers a powerful example of unconditional love and mercy. This message, central to Christian doctrine, encourages believers to find strength in their faith, especially in times of hardship, reminding them of the profound promise of redemption and the eternal presence of God's love. The importance of remembering the suffering and death of Jesus Christ remains a fundamental aspect of contemporary faith practice. This remembrance not only honors his sacrifice, but also reinforces the principles of compassion, forgiveness, and hope among believers. It serves as a poignant reminder of the transformative power of love and the enduring promise of salvation, inviting followers to live a life reflective of Jesus' teachings.